All right. Have you heard the quote by Zig Ziglar? It's so simple. It says, your attitude determines your altitude. You've heard it a million times, but like actually sit and think about what that really means. The way that you think, remember, your thoughts create your action, like your beliefs create your thoughts create your action. If you have an attitude going into this end of the month that I didn't accomplish what I said I would, or I just really blew it this month, or I didn't actually do the work I said that I would do. What's wrong with me? Or everybody's saying no. Of course, you think that that should affect your beliefs. It should affect your attitude, but really you have to detach yourself from those things. So as we end this month, Sarah's going to give us a lot of awesome stuff to do. She's always so good at like tying it all up with the little check marks. I want you guys just to remember that your attitude really does determine how far you'll go. So when you go into this end of the month, believing that you're doing all that you need to do, you're laying it all out there, it's all been put on the table, and then knowing that you always can restart a new month. And I love seeing people that have sown seeds and see the fruit of that in 90 days time. So keep remembering that all that you do today will be the success of your business in the future. So Sarah, tell us how to end the month.
Hello. In true end of month fashion, my computer has been updating for an hour. So I'm on my phone. I'll switch over in just a minute. But okay, so I woke up this morning thinking about the fact that it's my firstborn baby's 19th birthday. And I don't even know how in the world that happened. But he was home this weekend and we were celebrating. And I just was like, we are out swimming in the pool. And I just said, how's homework? How's college life? Do you have anything due tomorrow? So this was yesterday. And he looked at me. He's like, yes, I do have some things due tomorrow. And I said, well, have you started those assignments? Have you done those? And he was like, no, ma'am. As we're in the pool, knowing like we don't have very much time left for the weekend. And like the mom part of me wanted to just be like, well, you should do this and you should do this. And I can't believe this. And you're on honors scholarship. You know, this is an honors class. Like I had all of this stuff that I wanted to tell him, which has been a natural reaction for me in family and life and transferred over to business, wanting to just train and tell. Instead, I got this little Holy Spirit nudge and I asked him this one question. Is this procrastination serving you well? That's all I said. And he said no. And I said, okay, just do whatever you need to do with that information. And we just left it at that. I didn't talk about his speech that he has to do. Now, for whatever crazy twist of fate, the computer systems are down at college and he doesn't have to give his speech that he had not written. So Jesus worked that one out a little bit. But I got to thinking, is procrastination serving you well? When I feel this February 28th timeline, and usually thinking to myself, we always have the 29th and 30th, and sometimes we have the 31st, right? Those 3 days. How much do I usually cram into those last 48 hours of a month because I procrastinate, right? And for me, February has equaled, oh my, if I get my work front loaded, things will feel a little bit better, right? How many of you right now are thinking, oh my gosh, tomorrow is both subscription ship day and the end of the month, right? It's all tomorrow, feeling a little bit like, oh my gosh. So two things that I asked myself this morning as I'm getting ready for end of month is, how many actual conversations am I in right now? How many conversations have I started throughout the month that now today, for follow-up Friday, but it's Monday, for getting everything done for the end of month, how many conversations am I in that I can just have a touch point and go back in and possibly complete the call to action for let's get you signed up? And if the answer is 1 or 0, right? If it's not enough for me to say, I can sit down now and follow up with 10 people, procrastination maybe hasn't served us well for this month or the last 60 days or whatever the case might be. And then the next question is not just how many conversations are you in, because that can be building relationships, taking anything to the next step, any conversation. The next one is, how many specific conversations am I in where I did a ask for a sale or a business ask, right? Where I was very intentional about what my call to action was for what I was discussing. And I will tell you, I don't do business asks as often as I should. And I really feel like that has been one of my downfalls for recruiting business builders because I don't ask. I don't, because that's uncomfortable for me. So I wanted, I've got this back out because I've already had a few people who have asked me, I don't know how to start a conversation. Like I've already shared the cart. We already did all of the, what are your goals? We got to where we were making recommendations. Maybe you've got 3 or 4 conversations where you already shared your cart link and they didn't order. How many of you have something like that where you already thought you were done and now here we are Monday morning, people are back to work. Oh my goodness. So that's one of those things where you have to be able to jump back in. And the one that's working so well for me, I don't remember which chapter it is. I started one this morning. If you are anything like I am, as far as being really busy this month, I bet you haven't had a chance to check out that shopping cart link I sent you. Would now be a good time. And kind of bump that back up. But at the end of Phil's book, he says, asking big, brave questions is exactly what you need to do to become a professional mind maker upper. I love that he actually has that like in writing. He used that mind maker upper. How many of us would love to be professional mind maker uppers where we can literally have these conversations and navigate people through? My newest gal, I am so excited about. She enrolled 2 weeks ago. She saw my post about sharing about Slim Active and Hydrate all mixed together, which by the way, I'm still getting leads off of that post. And nobody in my network knew that you can actually put all 3 together in one loaded drink and mix extra water. And I have all these people who drink the loaded teas here who I'm like flinging samples in collagen too. I still have my berry collagen and it's just like puts it over the top. So I'm still having really, really good conversations. But being a professional mind maker upper is somebody who confidently and boldly leads with, I have something that you need, and is able to confidently make a recommendation and ask questions. Are you ready to feel your best? I have something that you need to try or order. And being able to make those call to actions from a place of belief and confidence is absolutely everything. So I think that's something that's really, really important. So the first thing I want us to do is to take 5 minutes to kind of, and I know we say this every single week, warm up the algorithm, but I'm telling you guys, it is a thing. I have been going through and every day unfollowing 2 or 3 people and then going and intentionally seeking out 2 or 3 new people that I'm engaging on. And it has completely changed my algorithm for the posts that I see. So we're going to warm up the algorithm, make our happy birthdays, all of those things. And then we are going to like hardcore spend 30 or 40 minutes asking questions and being professional mind maker uppers by re-engaging and bringing those conversations back up to the top so that people can get all of their wonderful stuff ordered. This is the last 24 hours for SAM 2020. And that's a great way to say, girl, I know you've been busy. I can't let you miss this opportunity to order these products at a discount. Let's get you ordered before this promo code expires. That's a great way to follow up with that. So my computer's coming back to life. I am going to switch over to my computer and we can put some verbiage for what we're going to be doing in a few minutes, but let's all go make your post, jump up in stories, engage on 10 people's, social media, and then we'll be back and start doing some follow-up stuff, call to action stuff. Okay, next up, here's what I need you guys to do. So we are at a place where we may or may not have already earned our Lulu gift card for enrolling 3 new VIPs. The convention tracker is live. So if you guys have not logged into your back office and seen where you are with your convention contest points, that would be a good time now to just kind of take inventory of where that is and where you want to be. And then checking in. So you guys know I'm a big list maker. So who do I have on my team who is already enrolled 1 or 2? So who just needs that one more to be able to earn that incentive? Remember, helping level 1s earn the Lulu incentive and then moving forward, that is part of the convention contest for how you are going to get additional contest credits when you earn the incentive yourself and when you help a level 1 to earn the incentive by enrolling 3 VIPs. So I really want you guys to take time now. This is like the whole next 40 minutes. Move people to the next step, okay? So this is you with, do I need to do a follow-up with a prospect? Or I have a new person that wants to go silver, or I still have a whole bunch of prospects who are not ready to order. And Jennifer, I love that you put that in there. If you guys are not using the Wellness Collective testimony page to add people to as a touch point for third-party validation, that is a huge win to use that page. If you are not utilizing your team's customer page, that is where I have gotten some of my people who I know that they're struggling with energy, or I know that they're struggling with thyroid issues. And I'm like, hey, I really think that your story is very similar to this gal. Would you be open to me adding you to this page and tagging you in a story that I think could help you out? And that is a great way for them to read a testimonial and then be able to offer and recommend them getting started with the triplex or whatever it might be. So if you don't know yet how you're closing your month with who you need to talk to, this is ready, set, go. We are going to win our day. And you're going to reach out to your prospects. You're going to reach out and close the deal with who needs to order. You're going to talk with your level 1s who need to, get their 3rd enrollment. To do whatever you need to do. It is not too late to schedule, set up, and run a 15-minute messenger event for getting information out there. You can throw those together. Sometimes they're best if you throw them together and say, see you guys tonight at 5 or 6 or whatever the case might be. So let's just roll up our sleeves and get to work. Good job, Tina. Did you have a good event? I did one this week and we had 3 enrollments from it. You want to tell us how yours went? Awesome. It was great. If you have the board, oh, that's all right. If you have the board and want to drop it in the Power Hour chat, I won't be angry about that. So yeah, this is like, whatever you need to do, but let's just remember also, this is one thing that has significantly shifted for me. It's not about me getting my Lulu gift card. That's not what's driving me. My motivation is to reach out, share, and see who I can help on their timeline, not mine. And when I learned to let go of that deadline for my own personal benefit, it took so much stress and pressure off of it. And you know what? If I have people who have my shopping cart link and do not enroll by tomorrow at 10 p.m., it's all good. I know they're going to enroll in March, right? That'll be one of my March people. But the key is, are you having enough conversations that you can relax with deadlines and still know that you're going to be chatting with enough people to make things happen? So y'all let me know if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, and we will get to work on messaging our little hearts out.
Okay, you guys, I shared a link here in the chat with a little bit of verbiage. I think this is something that I need to get better at. But if you've got customers who are loving their products and have not ever shared before, this may be a way for you to give them, you know, just a little bit of a glimpse into a different perspective. It's interesting because I have shared my business story over and over and over again. And sometimes I guess people just need to see a different perspective. They need to see that, oh, that's great that you're successful, but oh, look, other people are too. So Rebecca Folks and Brittany Howard did a webinar a few days ago, and I was on it live, and it was absolutely wonderful. So I have actually been personally sending this message to customers who love their products, who have never really thought about sharing, or if this could be, you know, a potential income opportunity. So just getting somebody to say, you know, hey, would you be open to watching this and telling me your thoughts? They could watch it and probably say, well, that doesn't sound like it's for me. Or, hey, can you tell me some more information about this because I'm actually interested? And I've had two people that were not previously on my radar as sharers or somebody who wanted to potentially look into the business who have said, that video was amazing. Can you please talk to me more about what this looks like? So I put that up there for you guys if you want to, you know, edit to change for whatever, but do not send the link without first saying, I've been thinking of you. If you guys are not also listening to Brittany Howard's podcast that come out every Tuesday, they are amazing. So just that other perspective for our send, share, invite system that we launched years and years and years ago. Figuring out ways to open up an opportunity to send a video. And I still send the triplex video multiple times a week. You know, hey, I've been thinking about you. I know you were sharing that you are struggling with XYZ. Would you be open to a quick 2-minute video, you know, on 3 products that I think could be absolutely amazing for you? They say yes, you send the triplex video, tell them how to order. So yes, I will put that chat or that verbiage in the Power Hour chat as well. Guys, I just put that little end of month reminder, because we don't have all of the days after the 28th for February. I started going through yesterday. And so when I log in and I go to my dashboard and then I click points and rank up. I do not run any spreadsheets that we do not do in our back office. So then I scroll down to my genealogy, and I do a few main things. The first thing I do is I scroll all the way over and I click team points twice. That is going to organize your team points highest to lowest. And I look and see where are my people, who's where they need to be, and just get a kind of a bird's eye picture of what the team looks like highest to lowest points. You know, who's close, who's got 40 points and needs to get to senior silver for the first time, who is at 240 and has always been a holding senior gold and might not realize that they're 2 orders away from dipping below senior gold. That whole slow fade where you kind of let 10, 15, 20 points dwindle every month. So I just get a snapshot, and this might be for a lot of you who have, bigger teams where you've got some filtering and sorting. So the first thing I do is team points. And then I jump over to, I hit highest rank, earned rank, achieved rank. So I click that and I sort emeralds and lower. So I look at all my emeralds, I look at all of my senior rubies, and I look, did their sub go through? Is their PV okay? Is everybody, and I had a few times where somebody moved and life got busy and they had their retail customer that didn't order or whatever the case might be, and they had not noticed either that a sub didn't process or there were issues there. So that's another way that I get a bird's eye view. And then I sort by PV, highest to lowest. And I've got somebody who's got 900 PV who usually is right around 150. I'm reaching out to them saying, girlfriend, what are you doing? Like, why do you have 900 PV? And I have a few of those this month. They obviously have been sharing like crazy retail, and maybe we need to have a conversation about VIP enrollment, who's ordering what, or maybe they're ordering for their whole neighborhood and slinging it out their back door. It's just one of those things where you can get that bird's eye view. So I do the team points, I do the highest to lowest for ranks, I do PV, check in with things. Then I do subscriptions and look to see they were supposed to ship on the 25th. They still have 0 PV. Oh, they have a credit card decline. And so I'll do my credit card decline reach outs. I just do like spot checks and kind of filter through and see who we have, what are they doing, who can I encourage, who can I reach out and love on. If a brand new person who's never shared before, I notice, that's the last thing I look at. I sort by join date. So I would go join date and it would sort by today and go backwards. And every few days, I try to see who are the people on my team who are adding people. And I can go through and I kind of do there's 2, they've signed 2, just kind of send some encouragement messages from there. So none of that is with Excel. None of that is like projections, right? That's all just black and white data that you can look on one report, points and rank up, and then utilizing any of those titles. You can click level, you can click any of those are clickable to organize, ascending to descending. And then PV, my PV bumped up this month. I was like, isn't that interesting? Sure enough, a customer from 2017 decided to log back in and order a product. So then I did a message to them. So just remember, your back office gives you the information that you need to be able to do customer care and follow-ups and all of that good stuff. So Jennifer, do you have anything else that's kind of a wrap for what my brain was working on?
I started going through and looking at how many level 1s I have qualified and comparing it like year over year. And I thought, and actually they're still in the same range, but I thought, man, I need to spend some time with customer care. So I've been trying to get all my level 1s with all their addresses, and I'm going to send them all. If I send a voice message or a message today at the end of the month, what do you think they're going to think? Like, they're probably going to think, oh, I know what she's doing, but that's not it at all. So I want to send a handwritten note, which PS, is there an easier way to get people's addresses than the way I'm doing it?
No, I actually have gotten an old-fashioned address book out and all my level 1s as I send them things, but I do all my gifting through Amazon mostly, and you can create an address book. I go through now, I have like 50 ambassadors with their addresses all saved in Amazon.
I
So
need to do that.
go to Amazon, and when you go to ship to, it'll say if you want to ship to you or add new address. And I just keep them all there. And then when I change the drop down for ship to, I can scroll through
Right.
all of my team members.
That's smart.
all
That's
there on
really-
Amazon.
Okay, that is a good idea. All right, I hope you guys have a good rest of your Monday. I hope that tomorrow is an amazing day for points for you. And if you want to shout yourself out in your stories or on your Facebook page or get someone to do that for you for the things that you've accomplished, don't be ashamed to do that. Show people that you're winning and it makes them want to win too. So have a good rest of your Monday. Thanks a lot, Sarah. I appreciate it. And I'll post the recording.